What is going on, guys? It is CWGaming, and I'm bringing you a brand new episode of the MLB Pittsburgh Pirates Franchise Rebuild. And in today's episode, we are going to be covering the Cincinnati Reds series. You see here, we are 0-6. The Reds are 3-3, so we have a lot of room to improve. And since the last episode, we did play Chicago. We simmed those games. And now I'm going to show you the box score. I think it's important to look at the stats and make sure we're seeing who did what and who we can kind of count on in the sim. And so you can see here, we lost 6-0 in the first game. We lost 6-0, Chicago 6-0, we're 0-6. So it's a little weird, but Baez played good for Chicago. Our Pittsburgh pitching stats: Williams pitched 5 innings. Cinderland came in as well. We couldn't get any offense going in that game. The second game we lost 5-3. Newman 0-4. Frazier had 2 hits. Bell had a double, a home run. Frazier had a home run. So those 2 guys we've seen early on, we can count on for hits. And Contreras hit a home run for Chicago. Our pitching: Robbie Erlin 0-2. He gave up 5 earned runs, so all of the runs came off of Robbie Erlin. And the third game, we lost 15-4. Josh Bell went 3-for-4. He played pretty well. Polanco went 2-for-4. And everybody else pretty much struggled hitting. Bell hit a home run this game. Rizzo, Hayward, and Kitness hit a home run for Chicago. You can see our tough pitching stats there. And it's time to go ahead and get into the Cincinnati series. We struggled pretty hard pitching-wise earlier in the season. And in this series, we're going to try and tighten up our pitching against the Cincinnati Reds. So we do have Joe Musgrove pitching here, and it's up to him to set the tone for our pitching. We've been struggling early with our pitching, and that's exactly what I did not mean. That ball looks foul, but it goes right over the plate for a home run for Castellanos, the first batter of the game, and Musgrove gives up a home run. So after giving up a home run, Musgrove is going to come back and try and stop the bleeding a little bit. He gets an out there, and now Votto up, jams him a little bit, and our third baseman goes back and makes the catch. So here's Suarez. He takes a ball that was borderline a strike, a full count, and he strikes out on the slider. So we go to our hitting now. Luis Castillo is the pitcher, and we struggled hardcore with our offense. As you see in the sim, our offense isn't producing enough and our pitching is not yielding enough, and so we need to find that nice balance. And Adam Frazier, he's batting .280, takes a walk, and we have a little thing going. Here's Brian Reynolds, works the count to 3-1, and he takes a walk, and we have bases loaded for our best hitter, Josh Bell, who hits a ground ball over to second, the first, and that will be a double play. So Bell does get the run home, but not exactly what we wanted from him, and Moran is up with a ground ball to end the inning. So we really needed something to go there with bases loaded, and we could not. We only get a run. And the bat shatters, and we still get the out. So after that great play by Musgrove, we take a walk here, and Freddie Galvis is up. He takes a strike on the inside corner, and then a ball. We look for the double play, but we can't come up with the ball, and Cincinnati has runners on first and second. So here we go. Now we get our double play. That ends the inning. Great way to battle with our defense there. And Castellanos, who hit the home run earlier, comes up with a single. So Jesse Winker hits a ball into the outfield. Castellanos is going to round third on his way home. We make a rough throw to the cutoff man, but a run does score, and we're down 2-1. So we have a borderline strike three call that walks Votto. Suarez is up, and he strikes out once again on the outside slider. And Musgrove gets hit with the ball, but our catcher comes up and makes a great play to end the inning. Kevin Kramer comes up now, and he knocks one into the gap. He's going to round first, pulls into second base with a leadoff double in the fifth inning. So here's Jacob Stallings. He comes up with a nice blooper. We're going to send the runner around third, and we're going to hold him. And Jacob Stallings is actually a pretty good hitter. He's very slow, but he does come up clutch when we need him. And speaking of coming up clutch, we have a nice single up the middle that will tie the game in the fifth inning. So here's Adam Frazier, 0 for 1 in the game, but he takes a base hit. And with 9 speed from Stallings coming around third, we're going to hold it for our best hitter, who once again is up with bases loaded. Josh Bell takes one into the outfield. The ball gets down. 1 run will score. We send another one home, and we take the lead 4-2 off of a Josh Bell single. So here's Kyle Crick coming in, and he strikes out his first batter that he sees. He strikes out the second one as well. And here's Jesse Winkner. Runner is trying to steal the base, and our boy Jacob Stallings comes up with a nice throw out. So Kyle Crick once again makes the pitch, and Suarez takes one deep. We tried that slider on the outside once again, and he was ready for it. He wasn't falling for it 3 times in a row, and he takes one deep. So we bring on Kella, and he gets the first batter he sees. And we're in the 9th inning. We're up by 1. Kella's trying to shut this game down. Kevin Newman gets the out, and now they're down to their final strike, which we do get. What a win this is for us. It's our first win in the season. It took us a while to get it, but we ended up winning this game 4-3, and it was a great game. Our offense, we hit the ball when we needed to hit the ball, and our pitching came up clutch where it needed to come up clutch in. So Musgrove does get the win, and we take our first win of the season. So in the second game, we're trying to take the series. We have Chris Archer on the mound, and this is our first look at him. And here's Nicholas Castellanos, the dangerous hitter. We jam him, and he strikes out. And Jesse Wigner, dead center, gone. 422 feet. Second batter of the game hits an absolute moonshot to dead center. And our pitching staff cannot catch any breaks as the Cincinnati Reds strike first, 1-0. It's Chris Archer, 3-1 pitch to Suarez, walks in. Here's Moustakas, Suarez running, but it doesn't matter. It is a walk. So bases loaded, ball deep into the outfield. Will it stay fair? The ball just hangs up, and it is a fair ball grand slam for Freddie Galvis. So Sonny Gray is pitching for the Reds today, and we are down 5-0 in the first inning. Here's Adam Frazier batting .321, takes a ball into the outfield, and it will get down for a base hit. Brian Reynolds on now, batting .138. He is struggling, but he does pop a ball up into the outfield, and it will be down for a base hit. So we have a little stuff working here. Josh Bell hitting .500, full count, and he will take a walk to load the bases loaded. Colin Moran in now. He takes a hanger, hits it on the ground. We score one. We send another one home, and we're down 5-2 for Gregory Polanco. He takes a hanger, hits it on the ground, and it will be a double play to end the game, in the inning. Polanco up again with bases loaded in the third inning. He takes a ball. That's exactly what we wanted. Ball up in the zone. Polanco takes one in the outfield. We score one. Another one comes around. And we are down 5-4 with a double from Polanco. Here's Kevin Kramer. 1-2 count. He checks his swing. He is safe. 2-2 count. He takes a ground ball to third base to Moustakas, who throws the ball to Votto for the out to end the inning. So in the fourth, Jacob Stallings is up, our catcher. Full count. He takes a ball in the outside corner and knocks it up the middle for a base hit. Here's Chris Archer, our pitcher. We're going to steal with Stallings and hit the sacrifice bunt for a nice sack bunt. Here's Kevin Newman. 1-1 count. He takes a ball into the outfield. Stallings around third. Kramer will hold up at first. And we will tie the game at 5. So here's Moustakas, 6th inning. Chris Archer still on the mound. He gets a nice pitcher call for a 1-2 count. Doesn't get the strikeout here. And it will come back to bite us. Moustakas catches a ball hanging over the plate and absolutely crushes the ball for a home run. 420 feet. And that'll do it for Chris Archer as Michael Feliz comes in with a 6.7 ERA. It is up to him to bring this ball game back to the Pittsburgh Pirates. He gets a nice strikeout there. A ground out to third base. And then Jesse Winkner will strike out. And a nice Feliz inning. Shows his dominance pitching there. And then Joey Votto says otherwise with a strike here. And then a ball hanging over the plate. Joey Votto crushes it. Deep to right, Votto hits a home run, 385 feet. And that'll do it for Feliz as Keon Kela comes in. And Kurt Casale takes a ball up in the zone. A nice strike there, foul ball. And then he takes one deep into left field. No doubt about it, home run. 378 feet. And we're in the 9th inning. We're trying to come back after all those home runs. Pedro Strop on the mound. Newman is fighting. He takes 2 foul balls and then a ball. And then it's a ground ball. Can he beat it out? He will not be able to beat it out. 1 out, down in the 9th. So here's Adam Frazier, 3 for 4 in the game. He takes 1 ground ball in between the third and shortstop. So we're not completely out of it now. Brian Reynolds, he hits 1, and luckily it was up in the air because that would have ended the game on a double play. So we have 2 outs for our best hitter, Josh Bell. Takes 1 up in the zone, but hits it on the ground, and that will do it. 8-5, we lose game 2. So ultimately, our bats could have worked a little better, but 5 runs should be enough. And here's our stats: 4 for 5 for Adam Frazier, 2 for 3 for Josh Bell, Polanco, and Newman. Chris Archer, 7 strikeouts, but he did give up 6 runs. So pitching once again struggled, and we simmed the rubber match, and we lose 1-8. Suarez, Moustakas, Barnhart, Aquino, 4 home runs for Cincinnati. We lost 9-1, so our pitching struggled. How did we do? Newman with an RBI, and that's our only RBI of the game. Our pitching, Williams lost. And after this devastating start to the season, Robbie Erlin is a guy that we're paying a quite amount of money for, and I'm not sure that he's struggling this year, and I'm not sure as he gets up in age, his potential's a C. We're getting Connor Pillington, William Kaysen, and Rodney Taylor. 2 guys that they're 21, 23, and 21. And so we're getting a good value out of that deal, and we'll see how they progress. And we are playing the Cubs again, who are 8-1, in the next episode. If you guys like this, we're struggling. It's definitely a rebuild, and I hope you guys stick around because we do have a lot of young guys to go for. And that'll do it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, leave a like. If you're excited for the next episode for the rebuild, let me know, and I will see you guys in the next episode.